Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. This is Spiritually Fit. Let me get you set up on my other platforms. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Jump on. I'm a little late today. Haha. A couple of minutes late trying to had some notes that I wanted to make sure I put up. But let's rock this thing. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having a great had a great weekend and you're moving and shaking, ready to get this thing going today. We have this. I love this topic that we're doing. This is the third part of the series of why does God isolate you? Why you feel like you're in isolation? And again, isolation does not mean you're out in the desert somewhere. The isolation could be that God has kind of removed people. The God of your understanding has kind of moved you away from people. Even if you're trying to reach out, they're not available. That type of thing, and that is most definitely purposeful. We talked about two other things. I'm on the third one. That the reason why you are in a state of a season of isolation, and that is one to prepare you. Number two was to increase your capacity to handle the things that's coming for you, the blessings that are coming. And number three is to elevate you. Now, the elevation is where we're gonna start today. But before we get into that, I want to also always get into what are you appreciating, what you're grateful for, that you're thankful for. I'm so appreciative of this day. I'm appreciative of challenges, and I know this is always interesting, especially challenges with people, because for me, it makes me grow up. It makes me ask the questions. I'm way past the idea of it's somebody else's fault or somebody else needs to change. For how my situation is how my life is set up with the God of my understanding, with how the Spirit works with me. It's always, hey, how did you handle that? Were you in your ego? Could I have done better? Am I moving in love or am I moving in ego? And I ask those questions. So I'm always appreciative of when I see me, even though sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. Many times, we've grown up, some things trigger us, and so we move. And so when I see that within myself, now first of all, I extend grace to myself. Secondly, I want to correct it. And so I'm so appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of my growth. I'm appreciating how disciplined and consistent I am with things. I love that. So I appreciate this day. I know this day is going to be a great day. I know it's going to be a productive day for me. I know that I am going to move through the day with love and integrity and have fun. It is to the best of my, even with the most mundane things. I look forward to that. I look forward to it being an abundant day of good ideas, of financial abundance, of all of it. I speak it right now. These are my intentions, guys. I appreciate staying focused, staying disciplined, and staying positive. All right, so I'm loving that. I'm loving that I have a new day to practice all of that stuff. To get better and better and better. Not that I'm not bad, not that I'm bad now, but I love the game of being improving. You're reaching and expanding. All right, so back to what we're talking about there. I hope so. Hey, right, if you out there, hey, good morning. Write in the chat what you're appreciating this morning. That is a absolute power game, power practice for those people that are seeking to be spiritually fit. On a regular basis. Look, chat, write it in for me. Let me see what you got. What are you appreciating today? What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? And let's rock it. As you do that, we're going to talk about the third part of this series is why do you feel like, why are you in a season of isolation? And we said to prepare you, to increase your capacity. Number three today is to elevate you. Come on now. And why is the God of your understanding elevate you? But probably because you've asked for it. Probably because you said, okay, I know that I can do more. God, I increase my capacity, enlarge my territory. That's the prayer of Jabez. Enlarge my territory. And of course, before you get that, there's some things that need to fall off. So one reason to elevate you, some of the things that in order to elevate that we need to create space. Things need to be let go. Okay. And this is where we have the biggest issues. We are attached to things, to people that may not, probably can't go with us to the next level. We have things that are blocking our next or weighing us down for the next level. You can't go. It could be things in your home that we're hoarding, that we are taking up space with, that we have that needs to be removed. We have old energies that need to be removed. So the only way we can see this is when we've been isolated. And because when we're in isolation, we have a tendency to think a little deeper. We have a tendency to ask more questions. We have a tendency to even if we're feeling sorry for ourselves, that we get in that mode, that the tears cleanse away a lot of things that we can need to see. Come on with it. Who got me? Yeah, I appreciate a warm house. Exactly. I love that, Jen. Appreciate a warm house, a loving partner, and yes, and honest conversations. Come on with it. I love it. That's right. That's exactly right. Come on with that. I love that. I love it. Appreciate a warm house. All those things. And so when so maybe you're not you're in between jobs, or maybe this is a time to improve who you are, to do the self-work, to do, because at other times we don't have a lot of time to do that unless you're super intentional about it. So one of the reasons that you are in isolation is to elevate you, and in order to elevate you, things have to fall away. Those things that we complain about. Understand, if you want something in your life, you want to keep it in your life, you're going to have to stop complaining about it, venting about it, always having something more bad things to say about it than good. And if that's it, so think, look, it could be a partner, it could be a job, it could be a kid that you just done. Listen, there's nothing good comes out of the complaining, especially if you want it in your life. The idea is to switch it over to, how can I make this relationship better? How can I make this job better until I go to the next level? Because you cannot move that same energy, understand, to the next level that you're going. It'll only create the same problem. It will only give you the same issue. The same energy, if you're complaining and not looking for solutions within it, you're not handling your emotions where that's concerned, that energy will go to the next level. And so the idea of removing you and pulling people away from you so that you can see yourself. Number 2 is to see yourself, and your idea of prep, or your level of going up, of elevating you in isolation, is to see who you are right now so that you can learn how to become more of what you want to be. Number 3, again, I said number 1, I said have more space. This is a time where you ask God the questions. Ask the God of your understanding the question. Ask the divine spirit the questions, the universe, source, the questions of what do I do next? And then having the patience to wait for that answer. Part of what do I do next is, what do you want? What have you asked for? A lot of times we forget what we prayed for, asked for, subconsciously, all the things, and then we start getting it and we don't know what to do with it. So a lot of times this isolation period is getting real clear about, what do I want? I said I want more. I want more money. Okay, what do I want to do with it? Why do I want it? And move in it. Not how, why? So that you can move in it. We're powerful creators. And if we understand this, if you can just digest and marinate and chew on what I'm getting ready to say, we create our experiences by what we think and what we think and how we feel. Understand that. We are part of this creation of what we got, right? We're looking at right now. Right now. And I'll say it again and again when we talk, if we want something to stay in our lives, if you are complaining, be very careful about that, because the energy of your complaining, your words, and the feeling tone behind it will get that out of your life real quick. Plus, because sometimes we just don't have the energy, we don't have the strength to do it. We don't know how to do it. We are afraid to do it. And so the universe come in and help you. The universe will come right on in and help you. And you're like, what happened? I don't have this anymore. And it's like, no, you just didn't. I got you. I'm going to come in and help you. So be very careful about what you say and the energy behind what you're saying. Okay, the third part under this is to elevate you. Understand, this is a good thing, but things have to be removed. Your mindset has to be sharpened. You have to be prepared to handle people in a different way. So hopefully you are looking at reading more books on how to, communication, on entrepreneurship, on finances, on whatever area that you're looking at to elevate in, to get that started in the practice. Knowing that one of the things that in this too is to remind your faith level will always increase. Anytime in isolation, you in a season of that, your faith level increases. And so, you go through different things in this time frame that is to help you to know that everything will always work out. I need you to write that in the chat. Everything will always work out for me, no matter what it looks like. Everything will always work out for me in a big way. Everything is always working out for me, no matter what it's looking like. And the part of this, in this part, level 3, is to stay positive, stay focused, and stay disciplined. Stay positive, stay focused, and stay disciplined. Now, this is heavy hitter stuff, but you're in heavy hitter situation. Everything will always working out for me. That's what's always working out for me. That's right. Everything is always working out for me. Understand that even in the midst of this, and this is it's difficult because you see what's happening. You're like, man, I don't have this, and this is what's all these bills are coming in, or I have been ill, or what have you. But you must maintain yourself in the midst of the chaos. And I always tell people, it's like video games. All of us play video. You gamers out there understand. There's one level, you get to one level, and then there's another level, and in another level, in order to get to that next level, you have to go through things. Nothing is where you can go avoid it. You have to go through it. And it's like a video game. It's like, okay, I have to learn how to do this now. And we'll go through it like, dang, I got killed. Got to go back. Start all over. Damn, I messed up again. I got to go back. Golly, I almost had it. And that's really pretty much how it goes until you get the skill set to get to that level and keep going. So nothing's for you to tap out and say, I can't do it. No, you find the next level. The next level is going to require different parts of you, different mindset, different strengths in you, and you will have to develop some of those strengths as you go. You are meant to win. Understand that we are meant to win, excel, and enjoy this life in its abundance. If you are sad, depressed, and those type of things, then we have to find a way. It's within you already. The power is within us already. Understand that. And so we have to figure it out. And so a lot of times it's with our words. Even if you don't feel it, you need to say, everything is always working out for me. I know it's hard. Everything is always working out for me. Now, here's some of the pitfalls in this really quick. In this season of isolation, is that we get really frustrated and we quit. And what I mean by quit is that we quit dreaming, we quit believing, we start complaining. And again, what did I say about the complaining and the energy behind it? It only brings more stuff for you to complain about. It never helps you to see positively when you start complaining. It never works like that. And if you're not, I'm not saying you have to go around being a Pollyanna. Some of this stuff you have to really sit with, because these are triggers and why they're still triggering you. But the main thing is staying positive and focused, because your belief, your knowing is that you're going to come out of this on top. You're going because you're doing things. You're not just sitting in this. You are preparing, improving yourself. You're learning new things in this isolation. You're understanding more about yourself. You're understanding more about the God of your understanding, source, universe, whatever word you use for God, to elevate you to the next level. This when they say the breakdowns come before the breakthroughs, it is absolutely the truth. The breakdowns. Here's the other thing. You will start getting, if you're not careful, and this is where the staying focused is concerned, you'll start paying attention to things that have nothing to do with your elevation. Nothing. Friends get on your nerves. You're now talking about that. Something happened at work. You're not you're not trying to stay at that job. Why are you upset on that stuff? Why are you taking that personal? You understand what I'm saying? Now, if there's a thing of integrity and you have to talk about it in a manner as a leader, as a boss, as someone with influence on the job, then that's different. But why are you arguing in a situation or upset and using your energy in a situation, talking to me, then you know you're not staying there at any more length of time, maybe another year, maybe what have you, but you know that's not your end of end. And many of us get caught up in that, and then we end up staying. We use our energy for those type of things, fighting battles that are not ours. Understand the staying focused, staying positive, and staying disciplined is huge in your place of isolation. It's easy to get caught up in because you're frustrated, maybe because you're in the isolation, you're trying not to be, and so little things are aggravating you. And so therein is where we must learn how to use our tools of writing affirmations, of doing our meditation, of staying busy in the things that are improving us, so that we won't get caught up in the things that have nothing to do with your elevation. Nothing to do with your elevation. I'll say it again, nothing to do with your. I tell people this all the time and encourage them. Why are you worried about that? You're not going up. That's not where you're going. You're going this way. Your argument, you're trying to protect someone over here or whatever your idea, our ego will get us over here, and that's not where you're going though. Stay focused. What is your goal? So the main thing of one of the main things of this isolation period is, what do you want? And do not be afraid to say what you want. What do you want, and what is your next step? And in the between time, we're going to take care of our bodies. We're going to take care of our minds. We're going to learn some more things. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this thing moving in this time of thing. Come on now. That's what I got for you. All this isolation period, number 3, is to prepare you for your elevation. Do not get caught up in the small stuff of everyday life and get stuck there because you used all your energy arguing, complaining, all in areas that you have no intention of staying. You hear me? That is not your all of all. That's why you're in isolation right now. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be all of it. Do you hear me? Everything that I was looking at. Yes, it's all of that, all of that, all of that, all of it. Speaking into existence. Yes, Tiffany, this isolation period is most definitely to help you understand why you're in isolation. Yes, but hey, Britt, yes, come on. And it's not a punishment, Brittany. It is not a punishment. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. It is to elevate you. And sometimes it's sad because we lose loved ones. We all these things. And it's like, oh, what are you trying to show me? Sometimes it's the only time we will stop. It's the only time we will take an accounting of what does not work for us and what is working for us. When we have to deal with life or death, when we have to deal with illness, when we have to do a loss of a job, loss of clients, or what have you, is the only time we begin to truly assess what makes us happy or joy filled, because happy is external, and where we want to go. Listen, I try to assess myself every 30 days. I try to assess myself every year and try to improve. And sometimes it's slow. Having patience is tough. But the reality of it is that you're getting ready to go to a big breakthrough. And the breakthrough always is preceded by breakdowns, period. Because things have to fall away. Other things have to be removed. You have to look at things clearly. Sometimes we don't see things clearly unless we got tears in our eyes. You hear me? You'll catch that one. Sometimes we don't see things until we are forced to cry, open ourselves up, and really look at it. Yes, it feels sad and lonely. But yeah, exactly. It absolutely feels sad and lonely. And we always say this because people can't go with you. They can't go. Everybody can't go. And I don't mean they physically can't go. Where you're going, your elevation begins in your mind first. It's in your mind first. So God's like clearing things out. The God of your understanding will clear things out so that you can see. Now, what do you want? What do you want, dear heart? I hear God. I was like, what do you want, dear heart? This is what we mean. In order for us to get there, there's some things I have to take you through so that you will know how to be strong enough in your next level, how to handle people on your next level, how to handle the money in your next level, how to handle the criticisms in your next level. I'm going to have how to be kind and considerate in your next level. You hear me? The way we got there is not necessarily going to get us to the next level. Some of that stuff have to go. And we have to be willing to do that. It is absolutely, it can most definitely feel sad and lonely, but we must continue to encourage ourselves. But everything always works out for me. I have not done anything wrong. There's some things I need to improve upon. There's other things, because what I'm asking for is bigger than this. So I got to learn it. I got to learn. That's all. I'm just in a learning process. I'm just in a learning process. And I always say it's a loving process, because it's just you. It feels like it's just you and the God of your understanding. It's just you and source. And you're like, God, I really would like, again, one of the biggest things I think with isolation, because it's not a punishment, is to learn how to when you get with someone, to learn how that you're there because you love them and not because you're lonely. We pick people out of our trauma a lot of times because we're lonely. When you get this and you use this time for yourself to gird yourself up, then you're choosing someone because you love them, period. When you get, and here's how you know, you don't mind the isolation anymore. You don't mind isolation. I'm at a point, I don't mind it. Do I know I'm going to have some? Yes, I know. I'm just trying to prepare. I'm trying to be the sexiest, the best, the smartest. I want to be prepared for this. I don't, look, you hear this, so I make a joke out of it and have fun with it the majority of the time. And yet there are moments, you're like, man, I wish I had somebody to go eat with or something like that. But other than that, I enjoy it because I know I'm preparing for what I've asked for. I know the type of person I've asked for. I know the type of career and what level I asked for. There is a level of what I have to do in that. Yeah? All right, guys, that's it right there. I love this. I love this topic. It's fire because so many people are going through it. The holidays always kind of test our fortitude, and so be encouraged. Be encouraged. You are right there. You are right there. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go right there. You're going to have them. Let's see what we got, Brittany. When Moses was isolated, he yelled at God. Absolutely. Come on with it. Yeah, absolutely did. Frustrated. Upset about this thing. Yes. Your physical being is quiet, but you're absolutely. When we need to know that our spirits are louder than we think. And so we get caught up with that a lot of times. We're not really, it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. And so again, like I said, we play video games all the time, and we're trying to get to the next level. Well, I haven't played in a while, but we're always trying to get to the next level. And some of us, in the midst of this isolation, we get frustrated, depressed. And what I'm saying is that when you begin to truly love yourself, part of the outpicturing is knowing how to talk to yourself, to encourage yourself, even if no one else is around. When you become a leader, there are certain things that other people can't speak into you. This is why you have to have a community too, that knows how to speak into you the right things. And I think that's part of what I do here is I'm usually around leaders and how to speak into you, not talk down to you, not anything, but to remind you of who you are. It's just an isolation period so that you can go to the next level. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Hey, I have shirts on sale. If you want a shirt, please, it's all the links. I'll put the links and everything in there. Have an amazing day. Walk like you know who you are today. Talk like you know. Set your intentions. Say your gratitude and appreciation today, and see how your life just transforms today. See how great of a day. Let me know. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Spiritually fit people, talk to me. Bye. Live intentionally. Yes, Tiffany. Yes, live intentionally. You're absolutely correct. Thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you guys for your input today. Please be encouraged. Know that you're loved, valued, and appreciated, even if you don't feel that way.